Hi everybody, this is Donna Irvin. I'm back from my Big Tip Friday, and this week I'm going to be talking to you about how to keep your momentum up and your determination. And I know last week we had talked about a gratitude journal, and I showed you actually how to do that, the questions and everything, so I hope you got some value from that. And this week I want to continue forward with how to keep your momentum. And before I get started, I just want to let you know if you find this very valuable for somebody, please share it with the person or like and comment. I always really love engagement on my page. And first of all, I want to talk about as entrepreneurs, from time to time, we have challenges in our life, and sometimes it can really weigh on our enthusiasm, it can weigh on our momentum, and we can kind of get to a point where we're like down, and it happens to everybody, and it's not, so if that's happening to you, don't get down on it. Just, there is ways to help you get started, to keep your momentum up, and actually keep that enthusiasm going really strong. And first of all, remember, I don't know if you want to think back to, a good way to look at this is to think back when you first started as an entrepreneur, your first venture. You were really excited, you were happy, you couldn't wait to get started. There was such an excitement level in you that you couldn't sleep, and I mean, you were wanting to do it all the time, and you didn't really want to stop. You had to really force yourself to stop, and that excitement is what spurs on your momentum, and it keeps your determination going. It keeps your motivation going. But we all experience highs and lows, and what happens sometimes is when you first start out, you're new, and after a while the newness wears off, right? And we all know that. It happens to every single person. The newness wears off, and for a lot of people, that can actually be a deterrent in their business. That can actually just start to weigh on them. And how I like to look at it is the excitement level that once was there actually just kind of drops. And for a lot of people, they might not be getting the results they want in their business. They might be getting bored. Maybe they don't know how to move forward, and they get stuck and they're not sure what to do. And it's happened to me, guys. It's happened to me actually on several occasions, I'll be honest. I ended up getting a case of the shiny ball syndrome. It's also, I don't know if you've heard of that, but if you're familiar with it, you know what it is. And I did that. I started my business venture quite some time ago, and I would jump from one opportunity to the next, and because I had that excitement. And then once I realized, oh my gosh, a week or two went by, a month, and I'm like, I'm really not getting this. I'm not getting the excitement that I used to. And it could be if you're not making money right away. It could be a number of things, and it just lowers your whole positivity, and it just keeps you down. So we don't want to do that. And a lot of people start off that way, and the reason they go to the shiny ball syndrome is because they get that excitement level again. So they get bored with something, they're not making the progress and success that they want, and they're going, oh my gosh, they see the next shiny thing, the next newest, greatest thing, and they go, I think I'll do this, and they jump on that opportunity, and then they get that high, and then they go back down again, and then they go to the next opportunity. I mean, it can snowball. And like I said, I admit I've done this myself. I know what it's like. And really, what that does is it basically just puts you in a mode of being stuck. Okay, so we don't want to do that. And the classic signs of this are, a lot of people will give up at this point, and if they've gotten into a business opportunity of some kind, or any kind of thing, working, at home or whatever, and it don't work for them, they go, oh, that's a scam, that don't work, that doesn't work. And admittedly, there is a lot of things out there that's not real, but there is a lot of things that are, and a lot of people just give up too soon. And so you don't want to do that. And that's what kills your momentum. And that's what just really shuts you off from opening your mind up to any new opportunities. And like I said, I've gone through this myself, guys. I know what it's like, and it's not really a good place to be. So what I want to talk to you about is, how do you keep that momentum? How do you keep that excitement level in your business right now when you do start feeling that low and you do start getting down? First of all, what you need to do is develop a right mindset. And you've probably heard a lot of people say that before, but it's really true. You know, there's a lot of, when you first start out working in your business, you know, you think it might be going too slow and you're not seeing the success you want. But you know what? That is the process. It's a process. You're not going to see overnight success. I don't care what you do. You just have to stick with it. And you need to have a strong why. And I'm sure you've probably heard the experts and all the people out there saying you need a strong why. And that is very true. Let me tell you from firsthand experience, if your why for doing what you're doing in business isn't strong enough, you're gonna give up. You're gonna have low momentum, low motivation, and it's just gonna fizzle out. You've got to have a strong why for why you are doing what you're doing to begin with. And it took me a while to get to that point. I'll admit, my why in the very beginning, and I'll be honest, years ago, my why in the very beginning was, I just want to make some moolah. Okay, that's all I wanted. And I realized that was silly. I mean, yeah, we all want to be successful in our businesses and we all want to have that freedom, but that is not the real reason. And I know for a lot of you, you're probably saying, oh, well, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I've got to have that. You got to look deeper. You got to go deeper in yourself and figure out, why are you wanting this so bad? Is it because you want more time with your family? You want that time freedom? You want to be able to be free from a boss and not have to worry about that? I mean, you got to dig deep. And what I suggest you do is, don't just write out something generic like, let's say, I want more time freedom. Which, that is a good start, but you want to ask yourself, why do you want that time freedom? Is it because you want to be able to travel more? You want to be able to spend more time with doing the activities that you love with your family? What is it for you that drives you so much that, actually, let me explain it like this. If your why is not strong enough and it doesn't bring tears to your eyes, then it's not strong enough. And it has to emotionally move you, okay? It really has to emotionally move you forward. Otherwise, you know, it's just gonna, like I said, it's just gonna fizzle out. So you also must have written goals down. And what I have done is I created a vision board for myself. And there is one on the side of, I'll keep that here, but there is one on the side of my wall here that I have each day, and it's a vision board. And it has everything on there that inspires me. It has things I want to do, things about family, places I want to see. It's almost like a bucket list, but it's on a vision board. And I actually see that every day. I get to see the car I want to drive, and all those things that you want to do. And that is a really good motivator. So my actionable to you would maybe go do a vision board. All you have to do is, you can go on a computer, find out what you like, maybe the home you want, the car you want to drive, places that you want to see. Just get all those. You can find all those pictures on the internet and just make yourself print out a vision board for yourself and look at it every single day. Because that right there, like I said, will inspire you to keep moving forward. So with that being said, I'll go back to also what I was going to say a while ago, written goals. You need to have not only a vision board, but you need to have written goals. And I like to do that. Like I told you guys, you're very familiar with my little notebook here, and I have my tablet. And I actually have my goals written down, what I like to do in the near future, short-term goals. I also have long-term goals. And you have to look at those every day. If you just have them floating around in your head, you're like, oh yeah, I want to go do this. You know what? You need to really write them down, because that's what makes it real. That's what consciously, you can consciously see them every day. And that does help. And that keeps your momentum going. So those are some really good actionables that I would encourage you guys to start doing if you're not already doing that. And if you are, I commend you, because there's only, believe it or not, only 2% of the population, 2% of the people out there have ever any written goals down. And those are the people that are working it. Those are the people that you see that are successful in their business, is the ones that have the written goals. And you can't just go out there, write your goals, and then stuff it in a notebook and let it collect dust. I mean, you've got to work on them. You've got to actually take the action to get that going, okay? So I know I got off on the subject a little bit, but this is all tied to your momentum. It's all tied to your motivation, your enthusiasm. All those things contribute to your big why and keeping that going strong for you. Okay, so I hope that that's helped you. I know it's helped me in my business as well. And if you have any insights, or if maybe you have something that is really working for you, by all means let me know, because I would really love to hear what you guys like to do to keep your momentum and your encouragement and everything for your business up as well. So that's what I have for you today. I'm going to keep this short, and as usual, I have different pointers that you guys can hopefully get some value out of this. So next week, I want to actually go into finding your vision and making room for your big idea. Now, that I will share my personal experiences on that and give you some tips and tricks on finding your vision. Because believe me, once you find it, you will know. Okay, I'll leave it there. So you guys have a really good weekend. You have an awesome week coming up, and I will see you on the next, actually on my next Big Tip Friday. So have a really good day and take care, guys. Bye-bye.